Hey everyone, just going to do a quick video walking through the Batman Unmasked exhibition that was on in London back at the end of 2024. It was a temporary exhibition about a kind of Batman movie props, basically, and costumes and things like that. So you started off in this Wayne Manor-esque kind of lobby, big screen there, that turned into a video of Jim Lee actually introducing the whole kind of exhibition. I didn't record that. And then, yeah, everything turns blue. These two bookcases kind of part, and all this dry ice comes out, and yeah, you get to go through into basically the Batcave. The first kind of room is set up like the Batcave. My kid's there in the foreground. You got to see the Batpod. That was one of the first things you saw from obviously the Dark Knight. And then, yeah, this whole kind of room was decked out like the Batcave, you know, with kind of rocky walls and things like that. You get this cool kind of, Bat computer with kind of all the schematics of the vehicles and, Gotham news reports. And then after that, you go into kind of this is the main section. So yeah, you had a bunch of costumes and also all the cowls from all the movies. So the Keaton cowl, Val Kilmer, Lady Get Out of the Way, there's a Clooney one there. The Bale one, a couple of Bale ones, a couple of Afflecks, Patterson, and even a little Lego Batman cowl, which I thought was a really cute touch. There's lots of bat belts there. Obviously the Val Kilmer one was most interest. There's the Panther suit cowl. That was really cool. And the George Clooney, kind of the main one that he wore, looking a little worse for wear, a little battered. And yeah, it had kind of all these kind of like iconography and stuff. It was nicely designed, really kind of theatrical. There's a Clooney one. And then, yeah, there's some of the props that were from the movies. So the grapple gun from Batman Forever. You get the gas gun, which I don't quite remember. But yeah, I think that was on the wall of his gadgets. The sonar battering there, looking very worse for wear. Maybe that was one they threw. The electro goo gun, which is kind of a bizarre one. And of course, the Bat credit card was there and present, along with the heat gun. That's the heat gun that he uses to defrost Robin. And yeah, one of the Bat bombs there, I think just cropped off there is one of the grapple things. There was other suits, you know, I took basically photos and videos, but there was other suits there. There was that was the Flash Michael Keaton suit. After that, you go into this room where there's this kind of like mysterious bed, and you hear the Joker's voice, and it's kind of flashing, and you're not sure what's going on. And then, of course, the lights go out, and the black lights come up. Why so serious? Ha ha ha! Written all over the walls. That was a pretty fun touch. After that, you go through kind of like this hall of mirrors, I guess representing the Joker with all these neon lights and things like that. After that, you go through the Riddler's kind of corridor with all these lasers, which my kids had a lot of fun with, trying to kind of dodge them and stuff. But yeah, that was really cool. And then finally, Poison Ivy themed kind of corridor with kind of mirrors either side to make it look like it goes on forever. And again, lots more black light. So that was really cool. After that, you go to the villains costume section. So yeah, Edward Nygma's kind of suit there, Poison Ivy's suit, and Mr. Freeze's suit, which looked fantastic. Wish they lit it up, but it did look still pretty good. And then there's some of the props. So you get like a snow globe, one of the snow globes. Can't remember whether you crushed that one. The Mr. Freeze gun, which looked incredibly cheap. Maybe it was the stunt gun or something. That's the radio detonator that Two-Face uses. And then, never noticed this, but Two-Face has a yin-yang watch on the whole time. And obviously his coin there. The polar bear slippers. And then after that, lots of kind of Poison Ivy bits. That photo of her and Bane leaving the aircraft, which is really cool. The Riddler cane, the necklace of diamonds, and there's one of the bat bombs. And then what else was there? Another snow globe with obviously the giant statue holding it up. And then the Mr. Freeze suit was the highlight for me. Being able to go in and have a look close at kind of all the details, kind of where all the the diamonds went. As you can see, there were other costumes there. I just took one of Harley, but really I was there for the Schumacher stuff. That was what I really wanted to see. But there was Robert Pattinson's suit, there was Christian Bale's suit, there was the Joker, the Joaquin Phoenix Joker's kind of costume. I'm trying to think what else. A lot of the Matt Reeves stuff. I'm not knocking that movie at all. I really enjoyed it, but seeing the Penguin's suit, Colin Farrell's Penguin suit was really unimpressive. Seeing Catwoman's little ski mask that she puts on was kind of like, it's just a ski mask, guys. Um, but yeah, and they were a little, yeah. If I felt a little bit shortchanged by the whole thing, it was a chunk of money. You know, it's London; it's always going to be a chunk of money. But yeah, I felt like they could have put some more costumes out, or they could have done. What I would have liked to have seen maybe is in between is just have a bit more on the actual comic books. You know, go through the history. They have this very kind of big, kind of a naught sized kind of run through of all the major events of the comics. And that was kind of it. And I was like, you could have had like a whole room kind of just decked out with kind of, blow ups of, all the famous events and stuff. And that would have made it maybe feel a little bit more worth your money. But yeah, and there was only one Batmobile at the end. It was the Robert Pattinson one, which I didn't take a photo of. But I will say, in the movie, it looks just like a regular, it looks like Vin Diesel's car from Fast and Furious. But actually, when you see it, it is massive. Like it's like 1.5 times the size of a regular car. It's pretty huge. So that was pretty cool to see. And then at the end, you could play some Lego Batman on like the video games. I had some photos done with the kids. They had kind of like green screen photos where you could do the old kind of Adam West climbing up a building. Of course, it cost you extra to actually buy the photo at the end. And there was, kind of like a big kind of video, which I think is kind of taken from one of the Blu-rays, where it's kind of like Kevin Smith and Mark Bernard talking about all the bat suits. And then, of course, at the end, the gift shop, which was massively overpriced. I bought nothing. But yeah, it was really fun seeing all these gadgets. These were the actual props that they used. They weren't replicas, they were the actual props. You could see they had been well used. The paint was really peeling off them. And I get that, some of the old kind of Keaton stuff is probably like just rotting and falling apart. So maybe they couldn't bring that out. Maybe that's the reason they had some of the more newer stuff. But yeah, all in all, it was really fun. I love the theatrical elements. That I can't fault them for that. Walking into what feels like the Batcave was super, super fun. But yeah, it was a little bit overpriced. I'm glad I saw it. I'm glad I got all those photos of the Schumacher stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing them. And yeah, I don't know. I was going to try and get this video out kind of as the thing was running as a review, but I just didn't have the time. So now it is a memorial of this exhibition. Whether or not it will transfer to another city, it probably will. But yeah, I think it was done in conjunction with the 85th anniversary, which was in 2024. So yeah. Yeah. So I can't say go and see it if you want, because it doesn't exist. But I'm sure this kind of stuff will probably go back on show a few years down the line. But yeah, hope you enjoyed that. I'll see you guys next time.